degrading. It's especially when you've worked all your life.
We're going to be going into this almost homeless man sanctuary. This is the front entrance to the sanctuary. Clearly it's been left open, showing an open invite, so let's do it.
When you've worked all your life and you've got to, when people have got...
4-year-old boy son is suspected of pneumonia, forced to lie on the floor on a pile of posts.
So long, 5 days for it to come and see us here. What's the answer, please?
The answer is the people who are working around the clock to address the problems here in Stainford.
We are, yes, we know.
Yeah, but I was here Saturday dinner. Me and my 3 daughters and about 10 other ladies from the community. We were here for 48 hours with nobody from the council, no.
I think if either of us were in a fire, whatever the fire brigade said, we would leave the burning building. It just seems the common sense thing to do, and it is such a tragedy.
Well, if the community can come together in such a short time to respond to the needs to those people that have been devastated, upset, emotionally, lost their livelihoods, the possessions, and it took you over 5 days. You should have been there Saturday morning having a meeting, making sure that these people get the help and the support. And I'm sorry, your announcement yesterday was a pittance.
You made the statement, it's not an emergency.
It is an emergency, Boris.
Actually, I came to it if I just...
Let's have a answer for Prime Minister.
I did come up immediately to connect.
Hi, my name is Emma and I am a junior NHS doctor. As you probably all know, we have a general election happening next Thursday on the 12th of December. The fact that I'm breaking the golden rule of silence on public transport means this election is quite a big deal. So I work in A&E and I see people in crisis every day. People who come in with crushing chest pain thinking they're having a heart attack, but actually they're panicking about the debts they can't pay. People who come in needing urgent treatment, but all they're worried about is the job centre appointment they have the next day. They've been told they cannot miss, and illness is no excuse.
You've got to, when people have got to come and tell you that they can't sort you out a parcel, and they take... Sorry about this, because it's the most hard. You know what it is I hate talking about this because I think it's the most degrading thing going, and I need to let the nation know what it's like.
Camp equipment.
For any newcomers that may arrive?
Any newcomers that arrive there, they're given a tent, which will help to put them up. If they have difficulty putting the tent up, we'll help them. So they get a tent, they get bedding, everything they need.
We're still waiting for it, Boris. So are you just backing out? Is that a lie again? We need to know. We need help. The people were walking in here yesterday, Boris. You didn't see them. Little girls from Fishlake with no shoes on their feet, Boris. A lady, a 78-year-old lady, Boris. Honestly, it's heartbreaking.
You refuse to look at the photo. You've taken my phone, put it in your pocket, Prime Minister. His mother says the NHS is in crisis. What's your response to it?
The girls who work for me or work with me, it's their livelihoods as well. Yeah. And a lot of them, they're only young. Some of them have got, young families. And I've tried to look after them the best I can. And
hopefully these folks will reconsider.
I think it will be unlikely because I would think they will say there's a flood exclusion policy in place.
But it doesn't flood here though.
Fishlake has never flooded.
Duty to protect us from hunger through cruel and harmful policies. And I definitely don't want to live in a country led by someone who thinks the climate emergency is not worth their time. I know it's really easy to feel powerless because we are made to feel that way, but our votes matter so much. So however you're choosing to vote, please, next Thursday, vote. Vote for the NHS. Vote for action on climate change. Vote for the change that we deserve and we can have. And vote for a country of change where we want our children and grandchildren to live. Thank you.
If you watched the first TV debate between me and Boris Johnson, you'll have seen me hold up these censored, blacked out reports of secret US and UK talks about breaking open our NHS to US corporations and thus driving up the cost of medicines. You'd have seen Boris Johnson lose his cool, very angrily react by saying that it's an absolute invention, it's completely untrue. He told the country there was no circumstances whatsoever in which his government or any Conservative government would put the NHS on the table into any trade negotiations. What I have here is something I can reveal to you. "451 pages of unredacted documents and information. All of it here.
This is, as everybody knows, it's going to be a fantastic Prime Minister, I can tell you. And we're having very, very good meetings. So far, it's been really good.
And we're going to do a fantastic deal once we clear up some of the obstacles in our path.
It's a fantastic.
The Daily Mirror today shows this picture. A 4-year-old boy being treated on the floor of a hospital. And people ask questions about this, and I simply say this. The Tories have had 9 years to fund our NHS properly. It's time to bring their regime to an end. But there's another threat to the NHS. The secret talks that have gone on for 2 years between the Tory government and the United States administration. That trade deal would put all of our public services at risk into the hands of global corporations. And they would open up what they gently call our health market. Well, I've got news for them. There is no health market. We shut that down in 1948 when we established the National Health Service. Many people make up their minds.
Good morning. 10 years of underfunding this system. We do not want you in this city. We do not want you in this country. You are not welcome in this grand hospital. You are not welcome in this hospital. You are not welcome in this country.
And try and get into the Prime Minister, but he's the last day of the campaign.
Shout at him.
To come on our programme so far.
Sweeney, shout at him. Say, come on, Good Morning Britain, brother. You get the chance. Give him the full barrel.
No, absolutely, that is the plan. So we are here, we've come out of that prize. So here he is, here's Boris now, one sec. Here we go. Morning, Prime Minister. Will you come on Good Morning Britain, Prime Minister? I am trying for you. I'm also being shocked away. I love it. take them inside, into the freezer.
They've absolutely devastated our country. There's nothing left.
Why is that boy sitting on the floor?
These people have devastated our country.
Dusty.
I pointed my hand at you walked into it.